Good evening, everyone. This is Lori Alley, as usual, Move It Monday. And I'm going to be recording. We are recording. We are here tonight. This is June 12th, second Monday in June. And we have three lovely ladies here tonight to talk to you about parties and spa products and all kinds of fun stuff. So we have Miss Debbie Sasse on my left. I don't know if you guys can see that. Diane Goodrich and Carolyn Murphy-Brown. And without further ado, Debbie is going to take it away.
All right, thanks, Lori. I'm Debbie Sasse, and I've been with JAFRA about 30 years total. And I've been in and out of management a couple times, but I joined for the discounts when I was 18, and when I was ready, I was able to work with my family, my career, and one of the best parts that I like about this business is that I'm actually able to help other women actually get what they want out of JAFRA, whether it's better skin, themselves or others, or a business that can change their lives. So I really like that aspect of it. I want to thank everybody for Zooming with us tonight. Carolyn, Diane, and I are excited to share with you some of the things that have helped our businesses, and we hope that they'll help yours as well. So I'm going to start out just to remind you about the, and I think, Diane, you're going to help me with my pictures, I think. I don't know. I think so. Or no, I don't know if she's going to help me. Well, in case she doesn't help me with my pictures, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just remind you about the, and I think maybe you guys can see us. Oh, I think she's sharing the screen now. But what I'm going to talk to you about is the monthly party specials. And it's found in your action, and we have these every single month. And this month you receive 6 products for $24. So it's $4 a product. It's something that you can use, you can demo, you can actually give them as gifts, as add-ons to products, so that maybe your client might want to order that next time. And actually, in each of the action brochures, we also have an easy party. So what you can do is you do the 5-step parties. You can demo these at a local eatery or a restaurant. You can do it on the back of one hand with the hand products. And then what you can do with the foot products is actually do it on the back of the elbow, so that people really see the difference that the JAFRA products can make comparing the two. So that's something that you can do, and this way the effects are immediate. And I challenge all of you to go out, find 5 people, 5 hands, 5 elbows, and see if you can share this with others this week and see how your business can grow. So that's something that maybe you can do throughout the month, or even each week. Try to challenge yourself to use those parties and the monthly specials that we get. And so during the summer, there's all sorts of fun parties going on, and you can have your own party themes as well. So what we do have is we have a really great hostess program, and it is something that you should really actually look and see and really know this hostess program, because it is really rich, and it is something that you can actually, a hostess can have up to $300 worth of free and discounted products. So if they go through this and if you coach them, they can really earn a lot of things, and you really want to think what's in it for them. And there's a lot of stuff that's in it for them. So some of the fun parties that I was thinking about were like, who do you know that, likes martinis? You can have a martini and Mani Mondays, or maybe wine and cream Wednesdays, or wine and shine, in the morning. How about a try it Tuesdays and Thursdays? And that's where you can bring people to your house and they can try the new products if you wish. And what you're seeing on the screen right now is kind of what you can display at parties, which is kind of like a cute little way to show some of our products. And then how about a fancy foot Friday, or a poolside petties, or we can do maybe flip-flop fun. So I just kind of like do a wordplay and just see kind of things like you might want to have fun with, and think of things that maybe, like the ice cream social is really cute. I think is that you talk about eye care and you have ice cream and people bring different toppings, and it's just a fun way to introduce JAFRA. There's another one that I really like, the PMS party, which is a Pamper Myself party. And one of the ones that I found recently was the PB&J party, which is pizza, beer, and JAFRA. And who doesn't like pizza and, you know, maybe a beer or maybe some other things, and JAFRA. So it's just kind of like, who do you know who is that party person in your neighborhood? Who do you know who likes to get, you know, all dolled up? Who do you know who likes to drink wine? Who do you know who likes martinis? Who do you know? You know, so always think about who do you know and who you can share these things with. And I just want to let you know that there's a lot of ways that we can give gifts as well. So we always think, oh, I got to go to the store, I got to get these gifts. Well, you really don't have to go and get gifts somewhere else. You can always get them with in your JAFRA store. So there's grad parties, weddings, babies, and this is an idea that I had for dads. And, you know, those little coupons that we used to give when we were little, and we would, you know, give dad, you know, a free back rub or whatever, you know, I'll take out the trash for you. Well, here are some ideas that you could do maybe for coupons with the little ones, and the little ones can actually give dad a little pamper time. And they, you know, could you see the little kids like soaking the dad's feet and cleaning them off or giving him a little hand massage? So I kind of threw these together and thought, you know, people can, you know, put them in, you know, the order and maybe use our pampering products on the dad. So I thought that was just a cute and fun idea. So those are just a couple ideas that you can do over the summer or anytime actually. And you might be thinking, okay, so I have all these ideas, like what am I going to do? Well, what you can do is get out that memory jogger, and there is a memory jogger, and it's located in JAFRA Biz, and it is under Beautiful, and then go under Consultants, and you'll see a memory jogger, and that has a list of just a lot of different, kind of spark your ideas about who do you know. You might say, I only know 5 people. Well, you know, you might know 5 people, but then, you know, that'll spark you to know maybe 10 people. And then those 10 people know people. So you can always add to your list and keep adding and keep that list with you. And also when you have that, and here's the memory jogger, and this is what it looks like. So you kind of like check off people, and on the back or on the next page, I believe there's space to write names. So what you would do is like, okay, well, I'm going to, you know, who do I know at daycares? Who do I know? I'm going to the library. Who do I know at a bank? Things like that you see on a regular basis that you can share things with. And it can be sharing a sample, or even, you know, going to the restaurant and doing a back end of a hand sample. So just so that you get the word out and start sharing things. So that's little ideas from me, and I'm going to pass the torch over to Diane, who's going to talk to you a little bit about making some fast cash and maybe a $500 a month. So Carolyn, you can unmute yourself and come on in.
All right. Thank you, Debbie. Hi, ladies. Good to see everybody here. So just a little bit about me. I've been with JAFRA for 27 years. And similar to how Debbie started, I decided I loved the product and I wanted to get the product, and so I joined to get the discount. As a single mom, I was always short on cash, and so soon I discovered that I could actually make money by sharing JAFRA and doing parties and meeting people. So one of the things that's kept me going is not only the relationships that I've made with all of my JAFRA sisters and clients, but it gives me the opportunity, with the flexibility of this job, it gives me the opportunity to take care of my mom, to spend more time with my children, and I love just really being able to help women look their best and feel better. It's also a great way. I love to introduce JAFRA to people so that they can have their own business, and that they can then enjoy the things that they want to do with their family and with their life. So a couple of things I wanted to share with you this evening is a few things that I put together out of the June catalog where we can make some fast cash. So I'm going to share my screen, I hope. Yeah, there, it worked, yay. All right, so the very first slide that I've got up here, of course, is our Royal Jelly Ritual. And in our brochure, we've got a special offer on this for the whole product line here, this little collection for $109. We also have, I know that I'm really excited about this, the eye cream. you can purchase just for $9, and it's a purchase with anything. So whether it's a lipstick, whether it's a whole collection, whatever is ordered out of the brochure, you can purchase this Royal Jelly eye cream for $9. I've also included our Royal Jelly Global Longevity Cream, which is on special for $35. So what I did here is all of that is a value of $281. But when you put these all together, that cost for your clients is $153. So when we're doing our sales goals, we always want to have a goal in mind of how much do we want to make for the month. And so I'm using $500 as the sales goal. So with this offer, if you sold to 4 people, you would actually, your retail sales would actually be $612. So with that, selling 4 of these offers, you would have made your sales goal. So, but what I want to do is also share a couple of other things with you. Of course, Father's Day is just around the corner. This would make a great gift for Dad. And it, again, it's our Navigo line collection, which is $49. I added in a deodorant there and because they're on special just for $8. So that makes a total of $57, even if you just sold it to clients, to your, for your dad and for your father-in-law or your husband, whatever, then you're making $114. Of course, baby product line, lots of babies being born, lots of baby showers happening, and what a perfect gift for the new mom to get a collection of the tender moments. I'm not going to go through every single one of these slides. I've kind of got the information down there, and you can see it. And then, of course, here's our Royal Almond Duo. This is the perfect add-on to any spa experience, whether they're soaking your feet or you're using it on the back of your hands. It's a great add-on. And with summer, in most parts of the world, summer, not here in Washington yet, we don't have summer until after the 4th of July. But anyway, our sunscreen is a great thing add-on. Just one product is $15, and I think that people forget, especially if it's kind of cooler weather, they always forget to buy their sunscreen. And this is great to kind of keep in your car, to keep in your desk. You start out the day and it's not very warm, the sun isn't out, and you end the day oftentimes with very hot weather. And what a perfect thing to do, have in your desk or in your car and at home on your bathroom counter, so that you have it everywhere, because, of course, doing sunscreen is really, really important. Here again, this is our $9 specials, and we've got all 3 eye creams. So the Royal Jelly eye cream, the lifting eye cream, or the Optimize, all 3 of those are just $9 each. And it's a value up to $36 on retail. And then our global, our solar protection is also just $9. And as I mentioned earlier, this is $9 when a purchase with purchase. So whatever they purchase, it's $9 for them to add on. So one more slide here. I just kind of sat down for a minute and thought about this, about these offers. You know, you can change up the numbers. You can make it 10, you can make it less. You can combine offers. Of course, with the Royal Jelly offer there, you know, you've made your goal for the month. But those other offers that are there, you can combine them together to get to your goal. So I think that's all I had for you this evening. And so with that, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and pass this on over to Diane, who's going to share a little bit about what she has put together for prospecting. Diane?
There we go. Thank you. Thank you. This is so much fun. I love hearing you. You both look so beautiful tonight, as everybody does. But anyway, I am excited because I fell in love with JAFRA 22 years ago, and with the product, as many of you did. And as I fell in love with the product, I fell in love with the company, and I learned that my story is changing. It was for product when I first started, and as I went through the years, I built up a few clients here and there because I had a full-time job, and then I retired, and I wasn't really ready to retire. So it's like somebody's knocking on my head. If Scott would have been around then, he would have been knocking on my head and saying, Diane, JAFRA is here for you. So I got really serious about it 3 years ago. And so now I am, my story has changed. Being retired with many of you others, I'm excited to have fun family money. And that's where my story is right now, because a lot of my fun JAFRA money goes to spending time with my family and just having fun with them, spoiling grandkids. So that's my story for now. Who knows what it will be soon. So I'm also excited because I get to share with you the theme of the week, and it's prospecting. And when we were talking about this, I thought, you know what, when we go out prospecting, we're not just going out for one thing. We're going out, we're looking for clients, we're looking for hostesses, and we're looking for team members. And so when you go out and your eyes and ears are open, it's like, okay, how do I do this? How do I prepare to be ready to do all these facets of this beautiful business? So I thought, okay, as you can see on the screen, you get a bag. And I call this my business in a bag. And the bag is lightweight. It's easy to just throw in the car, replenish with new monthly items in there. And it's always with me. Wherever I go, I can just pull it out. And then inside the bag, there are lots of goodies inside the bag. This is the kind of like compact version of it. It doesn't look like there's that much in that bag, but there are many things in that bag. And as we go to the next slide, you'll see all of the things kind of spread out. And this is one side of this little bag. And what you'll see there are brochures. You'll see products to share, samples of fragrances. Let's see, I made notes because I knew I wouldn't be able to see it there. Business cards, of course. And what I would do is each month I would change up my little demo. This month, of course, is the hand and foot. So I'm going to put in my business bag my scrub, and it's very easy. You just simply can put a little bit on somebody's hand. You're standing around chatting, rub it in, talk to them about the jojoba beads and how wonderful and natural they are, and just rub it in and talk to them about the exfoliation. Then you can see in your bag you have your little wipes, so you can just really quickly wipe off that hand with the wipe. You can truly see in one small little application the difference in your hand. I've had people so amazed at the difference. And then add the hand cream. Now I noticed somebody else shared this one time that, you know, we always want to go like this with our hands. The idea is to do it this way because we get it on the biggest part of our hand that needs the moisture instead of here that we're always wiping it off, trying to get it off our hands. So you rub it in and your hand's ready to go. And then of course have them try both sides of their faces to see what it feels like. So that would be my little change up for this month, is to add our hand products in there. So then on the other side of the bag, we'll see the business part. This is the other side that we need to really go out there and sponsor and find business builders to work with us. The other side was for products and for parties. So on this side, you'll see lots of different things. You'll see of course, the royal jelly sample. You see the little painted purple cards, which I put my labels on, and I can hand those out. Let's see, the contracts in there, all the things that you would need to actually bring in those business builders that you meet with. And you can find all of that information in your JAFRA Biz under Consultant Connection. Go to Resources and to Downloads. And you can also order, of course, all the brochures and everything through JAFRA Biz, your account. And then also some of those things in there, some of the great things about royal jelly, because I always like to hand out some information about a royal jelly, is some of your JAFRA sisters have some beautiful things that can be handed out and shared. And we love to share. So that's my Jada. I'm sorry, I can't make her stop, but anyway, I'll talk over her. So where do I go? I've got my bag packed. Where do I go to share all of these wonderful things? I'll give you just a quick example. The other day, just a couple days ago, I was in Kmart, and I was listening to a young lady who I've seen in there for years. Beautiful gal, always has her makeup on, looks really pretty. And I overheard a conversation she was having with one of her the other employees, and they were talking about how Kmart is downsizing and how everyone is going for part-time. So when it was my turn to pay, I just said to her, I said, I'm sorry, I overheard your conversation with your coworker, and I said, you've been with them a really long time. And she said, yes, I've been with them for over 20 years. And I said, I have my own business, and I might be able to help you maybe with a little bit of extra income. And so then people started coming behind me, and I didn't want to take any more of her time, but I gave her my business card, and I gave her a brochure, and I said, let's talk over coffee someday. So I'll be going back, let's see, today is Monday, so I'll be going back either tomorrow or Wednesday to check in with her. Also, maybe something a little bit different would be, in the malls where they have all those little kiosks. Well, all of those men and women in those kiosks, they are all part-time. They have no benefits. They have nothing. They're only a few hours. And I thought, what, why not go with my business in a bag and just chat with them? So that's one of my goals to do either this week or next week. Go to colleges. Of course, some of us go to the gym. Some of us go to Curves, which is sort of kind of like a gym, but it's, anyway, it's my gym. So there's just, wherever you go, keep your eyes, your ears open. And I think in closing, I'd like to say, go out, dress for success, be genuine, think about what JAFRA can do for them, and then make sure you have fun.
Is that too loud?
So I'm going to turn this back over to Lori, our leader, for any questions and answers. Lori, are you there?
Hold on, I am.
You are there?
Yes.
You didn't put the Zoom in?
Second,
No, I was just one of those things.
Who is?
I don't know my app.
There we go. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. So I am going to just keep recording tonight. So questions, anybody have questions? And I would love to see some of you guys turn your cameras on because there's only a few of us that can see each other tonight. Hi, Linda. Yay.
So I do have just not a question, but a comment about the women who work in those kiosks. Today I was at Perimeter Mall, which is not too terribly far from where I live, and did just that. I spoke to 3 different people who were working in those kiosks. All 3 of them were very interested in knowing more about JAFRA. So that's kind of an easy picking, because their job is to talk to you,
right.
And in fact, one of them was selling sunglasses, and so she said hello to me, and I said hello back to her, and she said, are you looking for sunglasses? And I said, well, no, not really. You spoke to me, so I spoke to you. And kind of went from there to her really being very interested. I asked her if she enjoyed her job, if she liked her job, and she gave one of those blank dead looks. So I don't know. We'll see where they go. But it's a great idea to talk to the people in the kiosk.
Good, thanks.
Anybody else want to share or ask questions or anything? This is a brainstorming session now, so ideas.
I love working with Diane. She just has her little, we call it a survival kit, where she's always prepared to do business, and she's just always really prepared and does business with an intention. And good to remind us that we need to be prepared. And I love the PB&J from Debbie, and I never heard of that. And it's just really fun and fresh, and love it. And Miss Carolyn, you always have great ideas on how to make $500 like at the turn of a hat. Love you girls.
Susan, did you have something to share?
Oh, I wanted to say great job, everybody. And I had a question for Diane. I loved your little business in a bag. What's the size of the bag? Just curious.
It is probably 18 by 20 inches.
Okay.
It's not that big.
Not big, just easy to carry.
Grab it right here. You can kind of see compared to my body.
Actually, I'm sharing my screen right now.
Oh, good.
So that it compared to the
Yeah. Okay. Compared to the book.
right.
Got it. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome job.
And there's little file folders in that one side that I put all the business items in that one side.
That's great. Thanks.
Thank you.
I want to see Jada, your dog.
Oh, come here, Jada. Come here, baby. Come here.
All right, I do have to say that I stole the PB&J
There's Jada.
from.
She's my big baby.
Go ahead. I stole the idea from the PB&J from MKers. So it wasn't JAFRA, but I think it was Jammies or something. But I was just like, wait a minute, PB&J could be, pizza, beer.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know what and you know what you can do is just Google Mary Kay stuff, and I swear they have such like good ideas, and it's already done for you. And all you have to do is like plug in JAFRA. I mean, just do it and look at like even invites and things like that. Just Google them, and yeah, they have it all done for you.
Love it.
I was so excited with her gift certificates because I remember my kids giving their dad those little coupon books. They made them themselves. And I thought when she came up with that, I thought, you know what? It's good to bring back some of the good old things that the kids can actually do instead of giving expensive things. I mean, giving their time, I think, is so important. So doing a little foot massage, it would be fun.
Well, I have a quick question. I know, excuse me, Lori Alves had said not too long ago that she had a hostess that was expecting invitations. She was an older lady, and that's just what you did. Well, now I have come up with a client that is going to have a party, and she said, can you send me some invitations? And I go, well, so I've looked in the red book or whatever we're calling that.
Red stamp.
Red stamp, thank you. But I haven't really found anything there. So does anybody have any other suggestions as to invitations?
Have you tried Evite?
No.
Evite.com is actually pretty brilliant. They have a bunch of templates for cards, and it will tell you if people are coming. So it's kind of like Facebook, but way better. And I believe you can send out physical invitations, but it will send an email. So you get all their emails and phone numbers. It will let you send a thank you note after the fact, automatically through email. It will send them reminders 2 days before the party automatically. There's lots of stuff like that. So I used it. It's a little bit tricky to put the hostess in as the hostess because you're kind of the hostess. Otherwise, you don't get any information. But but I just put her in there as, you know, one of the guests, and then I just kind of forwarded her the information. But I had her give me all the names, and it worked great because they got automatic reminders without me having to make an extra, which, you know, of course you can do the extra call or text or whatever, but it's just nice knowing that they're going to get an email reminder a couple days before. And it asks them if they have additional guests. It allows them to make comments. I mean, there's all kinds of things. So it's pretty cool. Just try it.
Okay, thanks.
Check it out anyway.
Lori, do you know if we still have those?
Has used Hobnob as well. HOBNOB. It's
Okay,
a text
Gail, spell that again.
HOBNOB.
Okay.
Hobnob. Very professional. You can send it by text. It's really cool.
Cool.
Mm.
What was the other question?
It was Beautiful used to have, I think it was in the training, there were some really cute invitations, and I believe there was one that's really kind of for a great little summer party. I don't know if it's still in there or not.
You can go, let's see.
Is it Beautiful to?
It was Beautiful. It was under parties because we had those 4 party forms that had like all the drinks and the soda and everything there, and all the games and everything. There was a nail party. I think they're still there, and it's just it's a part of the party PDF. There's an invitation there.
Especially if she wants to send them out.
I was gonna say you also can set up your invitations on Consultant Connection too. Consultant Connection, set up the party there with the hostess, and it sends out invites to everybody on the list. The hostess gets a code, and she can comment on the guests that are coming and anything that you need to know about those, you know, those guests. And I've used it, and it works. It works great. It sends out reminders and everything like that as far as the hostess plan on Consultant Connection.
It's not connected to your website anymore, though.
No, it's not. Nope.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
No, it doesn't work at all. The website shopping link is completely disconnected from our website. So if you can use it, somehow not put your link in there, or the code, there's no place to put the code anymore, because when the new system came in September, it wiped out pieces of it. We're hoping, crossing our fingers, that with the new launch in the fall that we'll have something online. But right now, I think there's pieces of it you can use, but it doesn't work the way it's meant to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I knew they had changed it with the new system. I thought they had revamped it and put it back together again. Yeah, so,
Not that I'm aware of, unless something. But as far as I know, they weren't doing that because they were building the new system.
Okay.
But yes, it was very cool when it was working.
Yes.
It was working. It was cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
You can always do Vistaprint too, and you could do postcards that are general, and then you can just fill in the information, and you can, you know, get a whole bunch of them and put whatever pictures you want on them.
Yeah, they have a ton of templates there too. And you can create your own and upload your own template too if you really are creative that way. I may or may not do that kind of thing. Anybody else?
Yeah, Lori?
Yeah.
Speaking of technical expertise, I have a question why I'm very visibly present here. I'm on 3 times. I guess I signed on for the other one, went and had dinner with my family, and listened in with my phone, and then I came back because I was hoping to see some of the screens. All I can see is people. I can't see any.
Right now, there's no screen being shared, so that's why you only see people.
Okay, well, when they were being shared, I couldn't seem to get
my way out. Were you on your phone?
No, I turned the computer back on when, I don't know who was sharing, but the slides, the special that they had at their parties. I wanted to see what the bag, like when she was talking about the bag.
Okay. So when you watch the recording, all of that will be there because it records the screen sharing as well.
All right.
But I don't know why it wouldn't show that on your computer. It should show it. So I'm not sure why it would not. Unless you came in right after, because I stopped sharing a couple times, and maybe by the time you came in, she had stopped sharing, possibly.
Well, I've had it on this, what I'm seeing now, with all the grid of all the faces. How do I get that to something else?
Okay, so are you on your computer right now?
Yes.
Okay. So let's do this. We will do a test of the emergency broadcasting system. Okay, so this, can you see my screen right now? It's on Amber Region Leader Team.
It's all blank black.
Well, give it a second.
Okay.
Is it there?
No, I'm viewing Allie's screen and it's all black.
I can see it.
Yeah, I can too.
And you're on a computer or a laptop or a tablet or what?
A computer. Whatever, desktop.
It might be because your connection is not quite quick enough to catch up. It might show up in a minute. Like if I leave this on share, sometimes it'll be delayed if you have a slower computer.
Because I'm viewing Lori Alley's screen in this little green box up in the top.
But it's black.
Right. Yeah, maybe I'll press the green thing at the top. No. No.
It's probably just delayed, I would guess, based on like internet. It's because it has to do with your internet speed, your connection, that kind of thing.
I see Jackie's without any problem when that happens, when that is on, but that's not necessarily Zoom or Zoom.
Huh. Interesting. I don't know what to tell you on that one.
Yeah, and the other thing I know 90% of life is showing up, and I showed up 3 times here, so I must be the winner tonight.
No, yeah, and you can always watch the recording to get the screen, screenshot or to see the photos. But I'm glad you show up anyway because hearing it is good too.
It said the following. Wait a minute. Maybe, now
I stopped sharing it now, so now it wouldn't show up.
Now I get nothing but a white screen. Oh, there we are. Okay, there's my friend Linda.
If you're on a tablet or a phone, for those of you who are on tablets and phones, you can change what you're seeing by swiping right or left. So that's the difference between a computer and a tablet or a phone. If you're on a smartphone or tablet, you can swipe right or left and you can change it.
Oh, there you are! Oh, because I'm talking on the phone. Look at that.
There you go.
I can see you guys.
You can actually also swipe to see the screen. If I shared the screen again, I'm not right now, but if I did, you could swipe to the next screen and it would show you what we were looking at too.
So how could I show my face? I see my picture there, but I don't see.
There should be a little. Here you
well,
go.
There I am.
There you are.
Everywhere I go,
Debbie.
I'm glad I'm not the only one technology challenged.
Well, now everybody watching the recording just got a lesson on how to use Zoom. It was great. It happens when you figure it out.
I hope someone else can benefit from my.
That's right. Exactly.
Hey, Laura, did you just press share screen?
Yes.
I don't want to do that. This is Anna because I look really bad.
No. Share screen.
No fair, Anna. No fair.
Come on, Anna.
So share screen is not. Share screen.
Okay, what happened?
Share screen's not the same as showing your face. So to show your face, you click on Start Video, which is looks like a little video camera on the bottom.
That's what I thought.
But share screen is what you would use.
There you are.
Anna. Hi, Anna. You don't look bad. Oh my goodness.
You look great.
Hi, Anna.
Hi. I just wanted to say, Diane, you did a great job. Carolyn, you did a great job. Debbie, I just love the way you coordinated this, and I hope we do more of these things. I'm partial to all of you because you're so talented, but I really like this because you get different voices, different ideas, different stories. I got 3 different personal testimonies of ideas for talking to people. I didn't know Carolyn was a single mom at the time. And, you forget because our own story is our own story. You forget that there's a lot of lifestyles out there. But this was great. I'm going to encourage people to go back and look. So good job.
We do this every Monday at 5:30.
Right. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same,
but I wanted to cheer especially tonight.
Yeah.
And,
that was great, wasn't it? Thank you.
Thank you.
So for those of you who are leaders, when you click on share screen and then share screen again, it's on the bottom right, it lets you share anything that's on your screen with whoever you're talking with. So if you do training, it's a wonderful tool for sharing with people all over the country, kind of like we are now. But you can do it with your team. So I use it with my team a lot. It's really cool. And with all of you, because, Mondays are for all of us.
Thank you.
Okay, back to what we were talking about.
I just want to say something to Debbie because I'm seeing her name 3 times. So I think she's on 3 different things, or that's why she's not seeing things. So maybe one's seeing it and one's not. So just so that she knows that.
Yeah, she mentioned she was on 3 times, so she's.
I think that's because I went on and came off and came back.
Oh, maybe.
Well, I was on my phone, and then I didn't really stop the phone, but I didn't have the video part to it.
Oh, okay, I see.
And then I came back to the computer and I logged on the computer. I think I was logged on from before, so that's why I'm in there 3 times.
It sounds like my story.
I don't know. You don't have to be brilliant.
You know, it works. It does work great if you're on your computer and you don't have a webcam or sound on your computer. You can watch the screen and then you can log in on your phone and hear it and show your face on your phone, which works great for people who don't have microphones or good cameras on their webcams on their computers yet. So it is possible to come in multiple times. It doesn't hurt anything. We have so many cameras available now that you guys could all sign up, bring everybody, and we'd probably still be fine. So that's the idea, by the way. Bring guests every Monday.
And it's okay to make mistakes because it says in the Constitution, you have to make mistakes and try again. So there.
I love it.
Once, twice, 3 times. We get it right. It's all growth. It's all good.
All right. Does anybody have any other ideas for prospecting or sharing or doing parties along the spa line? Any spa party ideas that have been successful for you or that you're going to try in the near future?
Well, if you don't tell a JAFRA police, now is it this?
Well, we're recording this, so there's no guarantee that they won't see it.
Well, I modify the hostess plan because I do I do a spa session. I do hand, face, and feet for $5. But you know, and of course they fall in love with the product and they want to buy. And because they're guests and they're from all over the country, and it's sort of I just meet them once and then they're off and gone. And I don't want to deny them the opportunity of being a JAFRA hostess. So until I can figure out how to zoom in out with them around the country, like some of you do, I just tell them, look, if you spend $200, you can have a free royal jelly product. And I've done that. And one of them being, you know, they get the royal ritual set as part of the getting started. And then the hand, face, and feet ideas, you know, the $32 sets, they add up to $200, then they go home, they're happy. Yep. So I've done 4 of those this month, and that's been working out pretty cool.
Awesome.
So
I like it.
I just feel the more touches of skin, sales begin. So the more product I can get on their bodies and their faces and their hands and feet and anywhere I can touch, they're going to be sold on something.
You're the boss.
Yeah. So it works, and so far I'm just grateful that I've been able to get 4 of those sets. So that's good.
Awesome. Love it. All right, anybody else out there in page 2 land?
Is it page 2? Am I on that too?
Yeah, you are a couple times actually.
Oh, no. Everywhere I go, there I am.
It's all good. We love you. It works.
Oh, I need a Kleenex.
Well, I learned something new last weekend. Every year, my high school girlfriends, 1971, back in the dark ages, met together here at my house, and so I offered them a spa party. And we did the mud mask first, and then we rinsed that off. And of course, I'm taking pictures, so you'll all have to look at my personal my Facebook page just to see all the crazy pictures. And then after we rinsed all the mud mask off, then I did the entire royal jelly ritual. Then we had lunch, and then we came downstairs to the basement, and we did our hands and feet. Ooh. One thing we all discovered was that now that we are all 64 plus, it's really hard to bend over and reach your feet. It was very
on the table.
Very painful. The bellies kept getting in the way. So anyway, I'm going to have to figure out one of those maybe like at Bed Bath & Beyond, there's those braided bath mat things that you can bend over and reach your feet with, since your hands can't get that far. So we laughed till we cried. It was so much fun. But out of all that, I did sell a royal jelly ritual set to one of my girlfriends. So that made it all worthwhile.
Good. The most important thing is to keep the basins on the floor and not put the feet on the table. That just
I don't know. Feet on the table might have been easier.
yeah, they think it is, but it's not. It's falling out of the chairs is not a good idea.
That's true.
Oh, anyway, that's funny.
Awesome.
You enjoy it.
All right. Anybody else? Or are we wrapping up for the evening? What do you think?
I'd like to know where Diane does all of her prospecting. I went to the mall and found out that that was the wrong thing to do.
Yeah,
I think you do have to be kind of careful.
Yeah.
But those are just two new ideas. But you know, I have found since Ignite, my eyes and ears are open. I was well, what was the name of the store? I maybe shouldn't even say the store, but you know, Ross or Marshall, one of those places. And again, one of the gals working there was talking to somebody else, and they were talking about makeup. Well, that just kind of gave me the perfect opportunity to share a brochure and a business card. You know, sometimes you can't, I'm really careful when I'm in businesses because I don't believe in interrupting somebody else's work.
Right.
So when I hand out something there, I don't really, I don't do it to expect anything from it. If I get somebody to call me, because of course my information's on there, then that's a plus. But, you know, part of this sharing for me too is just getting the word out there, planting those seeds as we hear all the time. But just my whole idea has changed, my whole opening my mouth and sharing, my confidence has changed. So I think, you know, once we get that far, we just start sharing with everybody, any opportunity. Ball field, I spend my life on the baseball field. I've gotten several clients being on the baseball field. Right. It was the end of the month last month, and I had a handful of catalogs. I didn't know the people on the other side of the field, but I just went up to them and I said, you know, my name's Diane. I have my own JAFRA business, and it's the end of the month tomorrow, and I have these catalogs. Here you go. Enjoy, read during the, in between games. And they laughed and, you know, so just make it fun.
Good for you. Hey, what else have they got to do, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Laura Morelos just posted a call-in playback for the call tonight, the opportunity call. So I will post that. If you're not friends with her on Facebook, you won't see it. But I will post it with the link. So you guys can have a call-in option as well as the YouTube option. Just so
good. Okay. Well, I don't know about you, but I need some beauty rest. So I'm going to have my off.
Debbie, if you've had more than 2 hours of sleep, you've had more than me today.
Well, I have not, because we're moving my mother into an assisted a retirement home. And so I was up till 4 a.m, you know, packing bags and glasses and pictures and so forth, and going back again tomorrow and going at the grind. But the good news is my mom is healthy and she's doing very well, and she's thrilled and doing great. Good. Who wouldn't be when they've got 3 people taking care of them and all they need?
Really?
I'm like, we'll make it me over there too. Oh. But
all right, so I am going to just end the recording really quickly, but I wanted to say really quick, the recording for this will be on Amber Region Consultant Team group on Facebook and on the leader group as well, and in WhatsApp for you leaders. Let's see, where else will it be? Which is a YouTube link, which everyone can see even if they're not on Facebook. Please bring your guests, please bring your consultants. We have the ability for 500 cameras now, so there's no way people, it's going to be too many. Okay, we want to break the record. I think our record is 57 or something like that. So let's break the record next week. Okay, let's do it.
Okay,
so I'm going to stop recording. You guys can stay on.
Great job.
Thank
you.
Bye.
Bye.